Nigga, there was so many red flags in this one. I had to have my red hat, 2 Elmos, and a bag of red goddamn apples. We gonna digest a whole lot of shit on this one. What I do on this channel is we look at relationships and we listen to conversations so that we can get to the bottom line of the potential bullshit. Many people have come to me asking me questions about their relationship, about what I think. Why is this? Because I have a knack for sniffing out the bullshit. I see so many red flags about this relationship. Now, the relationship, people do what they're gonna do. You're gonna marry who you're gonna marry, whatever the reason is. Our relationships are always not perfect. Not everybody has the perfect story. But there's so many red flags. These two are going to accompany me today. And they have, hey, Cookie Monster's gonna go, I wanna cut all this bullshit up. And we're gonna try to clean all this shit up to really find out what is the real story behind Boyce Watkins and his wife Alicia. I'm gonna play the video clip one time full, and then we're gonna shorten it. I'm gonna highlight certain things I want you to see, and then I'm gonna talk about it, okay?
You know what I did? I decided I was gonna go live because I wanted to offer to answer questions. Because somebody had mentioned earlier on Instagram, they said, why don't you answer questions, you know, about like why you knew each other for 26 years before you proposed. Like people really out here, like, you know, because there's so many, like 95% of all the responses have been very normal and positive. Congratulations, this is great. And then of course there's like that 2 to 5% of like miserable Negroes who just want to talk shit because their lives are like fucked up, I guess. And so there was one question where somebody's like, girl, he made you wait 26 years.
Yes, you did. You made me wait 26 years. Shame on you. Far overdue. About time.
Well, the thing that, haha, very funny. The truth is that she, you know, she was married to somebody else during that time, and I respect her ex-husband. I knew him, and it was not a matter of me wanting to interfere, right? So that's what it was. But you know, we've been very good friends for a really long time. And you know, and so this time around, I was like, okay, you know, I didn't expect this to occur like this, but I'm very glad that it did, because I've always admired you, but I kind of know, you know, like you shouldn't be.
Oh, and I talked to him, by the way, and he's very happy for us.
Yes, he is. He's a good dude. He's an
excellent guy.
Yeah, he's a really good guy. And yeah, so there you go. So that's your answer on that question. Why 26 years? Like,
yes. Well, boys, I was only married for a small portion of that time.
Oh, you better quit lying. We've been dating 2 years and 6 months, so I'm right on time with the proposal. So there was one question where somebody's like, girl, he made you wait 26 years.
Yes, you did. You made me wait 26 years. Shame on you. Far overdue. About time.
Well, the thing that, haha, very funny. 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 The truth is that she, you know, she was married to somebody else during that time, and I respect her ex-husband. I knew him, and it was not a matter of me wanting to interfere, right? So that's what it was. But you know, we've been very good friends for a really long time. And you know, and so this time around, I was like, okay, you know, I didn't expect this to occur like this, but I'm very glad that it did, because I've always admired you, but I kind of know, you know, like you shouldn't be.
Oh, and I talked to him, by the way, and he's very happy for us.
Yes, he is. He's a good dude. He's an
excellent guy.
Yeah, he's a really good guy.
Yeah.
Y'all just calm down, because I know y'all are very hungry to eat up all this bullshit. Now, the first part I want you to notice is where he goes, ha ha, very funny, ha ha, very funny, ha ha, very funny. Now, he already readily admitted that he's known her pretty much since college, and she got married. But he also hints that, you know, she says that she was waiting for him to do something. She was waiting for him to propose to her. Now, why is this a red flag? Because what this tells me is that Alicia and her first husband were having problems, and she was talking to Boyce about it. Now, this is the key. Now, this is something you don't do in a marriage. And when women are unsatisfied in their marriage, if they have a male friend that they can talk to, that they see as an escape out, oh, they're finding an escape. In certain circumstances, when a man and woman is having problems, and Boyce Watkins felt like he didn't want to interfere, he said that because there was something that he could have interfered with. And interfere means to get in between two people. and he felt like he would have been interfering into a relationship problem. The best thing to do in this situation is to make the woman work it out with her husband. Because again, Dr. Boyce is about black families. And the last thing, when 80% of women are leaving their marriages, we don't need to give women who keep doing this an out to destroy the family. So it's kind of weird. You like black families, but one had to break up for you to get the woman and for you to finish making her family or some other man's family. But then he said, I'm glad I did. Now, why would a man be glad? Why? Because he gets to benefit from something, or maybe he's finally got the woman he say that he loves. Trust me, that's not a good reason. That's not a good reason to finally be with a woman who already had a family. The woman don't seem like she was getting beat by the man. And look, she was like, I'm so glad you did. It's far overdue. Alicia was waiting for Boyce to do something. They were planning to get together. Oh, this was a plan. Oh, this was a plan. And she gonna be like, yeah, I talked to him and he said everything is okay. Yeah, everything is okay, because he probably knew what the hell was going on. Now, I don't know if he told her he knew what was going on, but from my listening to this, watching this conversation, oh, and there's some more red flags. Now, you notice toward the end of the video where he's talking about where she's like, hey, I talked to him. He said it's okay. Then Boyce Watkins puts his head down and he uses his left hand to scratch his nose. He's like, did something like this, and he looked down. Oh, that was a sign that he did something wrong. Now, when they're talking about him, he feels guilty. This relationship, at least in Boyce, is he's guilty. He feels bad that he's with her, but he's happy. That's why he says, you know, it had happened. It's sad it happened the way it did, but I'm glad it happened. That means that you at least got something out of it, but it's too bad that a black family had to be separated. And then not only after that, she says that he was excellent. He's excellent. Now, why would a woman say that he's excellent? Well, shit, if the nigga was so excellent, she would have stayed with him. It's not that he was so excellent. It's just that he's excellent because maybe he agreed. He gave her his blessing. He was like, even though this shit is probably fucked up, I'll at least give you my blessing. Trust me, I've been in a situation like that. And I didn't give a blessing. I don't give a nigga a blessing. No. So I can understand situations like this because it happened to me. I was arguing with my wife and then a brother in my own church. He wanted to, as soon as me and my wife was having problems, he was already making a move on her. And then what's the karma of that? 8 years later, she's calling me saying, hey, too bad. I should have never remarried that quick. Karma is a mug. But I can understand that Boyce feels bad. He felt bad, but he still did it.